Hello, hey everybody. So today we're talking about the whole Megan versus Kelly. If you haven't been on social media, you've been living under a rock, I know you have heard about this Megan versus Kelsey, who shot her, telling the whole story, whatever's going on. So this weekend, over the weekend, Kelsey came out with her diss track. I think it's called Bustin' Back. And basically, she's just saying that, she would have did anything for Megan. Megan should have had her back. And with that being said, I'm just coming to give my commentary about how I feel about Megan. So me being from Texas, Port Arthur by way of Houston, Houston by way of Port Arthur, however you say it, I just feel like I have to represent for her. But just lately, I'm just feeling like I have to take off my hottie hat and put my Barb shirt back on. So, shirt day Team Barb. So anyway, when Megan first came out, I felt like she was really doing a good thing by, her whole angle was that she wanted to get all the girls back together, women empowerment, everybody getting along. And I thought she was doing a really good thing with that if it was genuine. But now, since she's been out, and unfortunately, I think the fame is starting to get to her. And everybody says, when they first come out, I'm not gonna let the fame get to my head. I'm gonna say humble, and I'm gonna be mean. But from what I've heard, Megan's whole team, her whole original team, she's not even with it anymore. As far as her stylist, I think her makeup artist. Of course, she has a new manager. She's not with who is it? 1501. She's with Rock Nation now as far as manager. So everybody's just been thrown to the side and just trash. So like I said, if you've been living under a rock, you obviously know the backstory about what's been going on with the whole Megan versus Tory versus Kelsey situation. So over the weekend, I've been watching different videos and social media, different blogs, and just trying to get the whole backstory and input before I come with, my opinion about it. And I just feel that Megan, her true colors are just really starting to come out. So just to rewind back, just as far as I feel like she's one of those kind of girls who's kind of one of those jealous type of girls, it's all about me, all attention has to be on me. Just going back to when the Savage remix came out, or the Savage challenge came out. So the girl who did the whole challenge, Kiki, I think her name is. I need to find her IG name, but y'all know the girl who did the whole Savage challenge. So originally, when Megan first gave the girl the shout out, I noticed in her Instagram, she tagged the girl, but she didn't add her. So, you know what I'm saying? She mentioned her name, but she didn't add her. And at the time, I figured, that's kind of weird. Maybe she didn't know the girl's IG, or it was just a typo. But, for me, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because I feel like without that girl, Kiki, the Savage song wouldn't have blown up to as far as big as what it is now. Because what makes these songs blow up now is getting that TikTok and getting that challenge. So I feel like Megan, with the platform that she had, she could have gave that girl a little bit more recognition for Savage. I feel like whenever you hear Savage, you should see that girl, Kiki. I'm mad that I don't know her name. I think her name is Kiki. I hope I'm not saying the girl's name wrong. But y'all know what I'm talking about, the girl who made the challenge. So I'm saying that to say this. I was watching another video, another personality on YouTube that I like to follow, and he just mentioned, or somebody who called in mentioned that you ever notice that when she whenever she talks about Kelsey, that she never actually tags Kelsey. She'll just say, well, me and Kelsey are hanging out, or my best friend Kelsey, or whatever we're doing. But she never actually tags her. So I feel like if you can't even tag your best friend, like that's your best friend, not somebody you just met in the industry. I mean, like your best friend that you grew up with in Houston. And so, like I said, I'm saying that to say this, that I feel like Megan is kind of one of those girls, like, well, you know, I'm Megantheestallion, I'm popping, so, you know, I'm not going to really just ask you, because if I ask you, then, you know, that might be attention off of me. But if I'm eating, then my best friend going to definitely be eating, like, especially that's like my day one, my best friend. So that just started to make me realize, like, what type of person that Megan really is. And I'm kind of feeling like, you know, if that's what the hot girl movement is, I really don't want to be a part of that, because I just can't stand for somebody to feel like, you know, it's not enough attention or it's not enough money for everybody. And so, like, I'm saying that again to say this, that, you know, in the song, Shots Fired, Megan was kind of like saying that, well, you know, well, Kelsey, you know, was always going after my leftovers, or, going after my seconds or whatever. But from the story that I've been hearing that's floating around is that Kelsey was actually dealing with Tory Lanez first. So supposedly, allegedly, from what I'm been getting is that Kelsey was messing with Tory first. They were like having a little thing or whatever. And supposedly, allegedly, Kelsey ended up getting COVID, and so at the time when Kelsey was quarantining, Megan started being laid up, booed up with Tory or whatever. Which, I mean, he ain't really nobody. He ain't even just nobody just be fighting over, in my opinion. But at the time when all this was going on, you know, when all the celebrities were like doing like little Instagram after dark, like Boosie and Tory, and they were doing Demon Time and all this stuff. Tory Lanez was doing his little thing on Instagram. He had like millions of viewers at the time. And so, at that time, he was kind of popping or whatever. So I guess they felt like he was somebody to latch on to. But like I said, he ain't nobody to really just be fighting over. I'm going to be fighting over somebody. And not saying like fighting over no dudes, like dudes your friendship. But if I'm going to be fighting over somebody, it definitely ain't going to be no Tory Lanez. And it's going to be worth my friendship. Which I'm not saying, I'm not advocating that or saying that. But do a little better. But I just feel like Megan, like, you popping, or if you can't let your best friend have somebody, if she, you know, got with somebody in the industry, it's not enough dudes for you to have somebody let Kelsey, you know, just rock with Tory or whatever. So, you know, I just feel like with this story, I don't know if we're ever going to get to the meat and potatoes, get to the bottom of actually what really happened. Will we ever know if this story really happened? Like, I'm not saying that Megan didn't get shot. I do feel like Tory shot her. But at this point, I just feel like if y'all not going to say what really happened, y'all either need to be quiet and wait till it goes to court and y'all can legally speak about it, or just don't talk about it. I'll just sit down and just leave it alone, because y'all just dragging this whole thing out. And I'm starting to think like, y'all drag this out for publicity for your album or for whatever other projects you have going on. Or like I said, a lot of these times I feel like these celebrities just do all this stuff for publicity, and you know, they get paid from TMZ and these interviews and blogs and whatever. And I feel like the joke might just be, the joke could be on us. They could be sitting here, okay, look, this we're going to put out in the media today. This is what we're going to sell today and get paid this check. For all we know, they could be all sitting together laughing at us. I mean, that's not nothing to play with, saying that you got shot. I mean, that's something very serious. But at the end of the day, in 2020, you just can't put anything past anybody. So, like I said, what do y'all think in the comments? Do y'all think that Megan is like, this like her last go around, like is she about to fizzle out and she just using this like to just keep her name just in the media or keep the publicity, or is she gonna be around for a little bit? Because I don't know, I just feel like without this story she probably wouldn't just be still in the media as much. And I just feel like all these brands and people or whatever just attaching themselves to her because she's like the hot thing right now. But once she gets born, like, you know, they'll be on to the next person. So she better just try to ride this wave as long as she can. But as far as me being a hottie, I think I'm just kind of done with the whole hottie movement, because I mean, we really don't have that many people representing our city anyway, as far as Beyonce. Besides Beyonce, we don't really have anybody else. But as far as like, I don't think that's like a movement that I really just wanna I'm sorry, my camera looks like it's losing focus. That I wanna continue to be a part of, because like I said, people, like, they were saying, like, in social media, like, that she had shaded Cardi B, and she shaded the city girls. I don't know exactly what she said or how she shaded them, but like another person that she shaded was like, she just dropped this whole thing, her whole collection with Fashion Nova, and one of the designs for this dress, this designer came out and said, hey, Megan, like, you stole my design, you're not giving me credit for it. So then Megan came out, she kind of just like was really just nonchalant about the whole situation, like, well, I didn't know the design was used because my team just sends me stuff, but I really don't really just look over it. So, if I would have known, then I would have paid your money or whatever. And kind of just brushed the girl off like she was nobody. I need to find out her name and try to tag it down here. But like I said, if you've been following the story, it's been like all over social media and everything, all the blogs this weekend. But yeah, so the girl, like, she kind of just tried to brush her off like she was just a nobody, just like some type of Instagram designer, fashion designer, stylist who just ain't nobody. When she has done designs for Cardi B, like the dress that she wore in the little meme, the coronavirus, like the little dress she had on there, that girl, she designed that dress. She also did a design for what's the two girls' names? Oh my God, I forget these two names. What's the twins, Chloe and Halle? Yeah, she did a design for them. Like I said, she did a design for Cardi B. She did a design for some other, probably, I think, Grammy shows, some other people, like A-list people. So it's not like she's just some type of designer who's just on Instagram, like, putting together some pieces of rags and just putting her name on. So she actually has design. So for Megan just to like brush that girl off like, oh, well, I don't know, and just, dismiss her, I really feel like that was very ugly of her. So I just feel like she just had this whole jealous, mean girl whole spark about her. And I don't know if she was always like that and it's just coming out. Because, like, Kelsey was saying something like, I want my old friend back, like, who is she or whatever. But, like, this stuff will really get to you. Like, you can't say what you won't do. Because, like, once this money starts coming, like, either your true colors come out or you just change. And, with Megan not really having anybody in her corner as far as, like, her mom passed away, her grandma passed away, she doesn't really have anybody who's just, like, with her from the beginning to, like, just basically keep her grounded. And that's what happens to a lot of these celebrities. Like, they get into the industry and, like, my little tin cap is on now. But, get into the industry and, they don't have people who are with them from the beginning who can, like, keep them grounded and say, hey, this is not a good look. You start being around a lot of yes people. And I kind of feel like Megan is kind of like a yes person herself. Like, she kind of just goes with whatever, just with all the brand she's attaching herself to. And I just don't feel like every bag is a good bag, because when it comes to, here I go with my fashion merchandise background, but I just feel like every bag is not a good bag. You don't need to attach yourself to every brand that offers you a brand deal, because I feel like you need to brand yourself and market yourself and kind of have things that kind of, you can't just really just be all over the place. It's just, for me personally, like, who am I to say, like, what credentials do I have? But I just don't think that it's a good look to, like, you doing Coach, you doing Revlon, you doing Fashion Nova, and then, like, you start to, like, kind of, in my opinion, start to oversaturate yourself, like, your name, like, this generation doesn't really have, like, a very long attention span. So after you've been around, like, oversaturate yourself, it kind of like, okay, well, I'm tired of her. Like, I'm on to the next person. and then you can't do anything else. Like, we try to come out with maybe your own line. Like, say you want to eventually come out with your own makeup line. Well, you don't oversaturate yourself in so many brand deals. Like, it's like, okay, you know, what can she do for me? And I think she's getting to the point, like, people are not gonna want to be dealing with no ghetto hood rat getting shot type of stories. Like, at the caliber she's in her career, I feel like she needs to be a little bit more put together. But that's a whole nother video I'm gonna do about her. This video, I want to really stay on topic about the whole Kelsey versus Tory versus Megan love soap opera saga triangle, whatever you want to call it. But I mean, like I said, I'm really just sick of the whole damn thing. Like I said, if they're not gonna say what happened and quit giving out little pieces and crumbs of the story, just shut the whole thing up, because I'm really getting sick of it. And like I said, like, it's like a whole soap opera saga. Like, next week is gonna be something else. So, like I said, do y'all feel like Megan, like, is gonna fizzle out, or is she still gonna be popping next year? Like, what do y'all think? I think I'm just gonna end there. But y'all just let me know in the comments. And if there's anything that you want to discuss that maybe I didn't touch on, we can definitely get to that. And thank you for watching.